Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Right Side with Doug Billings. Tonight, another interview with the United States candidate from Florida's 19th District, Darren Aquino. You're going to want to hear this guy. He tells it like it is. Mr. Aquino is running for the United States Congress. You're going to like this. Welcome to The Right Side. Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Right Side with Doug Billings. Another big day for us here. We have United States Congressional candidate from Florida's 19th District, Darren Aquino, with me today. Again, the second time he's been on our program. He's a great guest. You're going to love what he has to say. In our opinion, here at The Right Side, he's exactly what the United States Congress needs. Mr. Aquino, thank you again for being with us.
Thank you, Doug. I'm happy to be here with you. It's such a privilege and an honor because I'm talking to a fellow patriot, somebody who loves this country like a lot of Americans. But as you know, we have an uprising that doesn't make sense. It's a political attack on our rights, our president, and just our way of life.
We do indeed, and it's frightening. The mob is active now. I believe that what we're seeing on the media is only driven because of the media. I do not believe that the mob represents anything near the majority of this population, but we cannot begin to kneel to the mob. Don't you think that's correct, sir?
Oh gosh, yeah. Listen, this mob is a democratically, financially fueled that they share them resources back and forth to defeat American principles. We saw Ilhan Omar. She wants to take away our Constitution. Imagine the nerve of a welcomed in illegal, and you want to change our policies.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about these 30 unnatural born Americans in our Congress? How did we let that happen?
Unbelievable. You know, you're right. You would think that somebody like Omar, you know, it's so infuriating. You would think she would have a shred of gratitude for what this country has provided her, yet she wants to completely deconstruct it.
Our Constitution, a blessed person, we blessed her with citizenship. We didn't give her authority as we the people. The most principled, powerful statement of the Constitution, which always falls back to our authority, is we the people. Even Congress can never overpower the people.
Absolutely.
They have 16 powers, I believe. And we have to start to re-regulate these authorities. And the best way to do that, if you're not naturally born, you're not serving. That's the first way to solve that problem, because you can't keep giving away taxpayer dollars. And to all of the listeners, if you want to condone that, then her behavior of steering your tax dollars to illegals, to bring more illegals and less opportunity for you, then I think you need to have your head re-screwed on. Because It's one thing, don't think charity and our gracious way of being to struggling countries, that's a wonderful thing. But we must take care of America first so that we are all lined up, set up, and all our ducks are in order. Then it's a wonderful thing. We're blessed by God to give, but not to take. These folks are taking what belongs to you to build their army, which is, she said it, her words, they want to reconstruct our legendary Constitution.
Exactly.
If that happens, you face imminent harm.
Right. I think that you're absolutely correct. We have to begin to put America first and our people first in order to begin to take care of whomever else in the world that we desire to take care of. She also, you know, very plainly is a Trojan horse for, you know, the radical Muslim community. I mean, that's just how we see it. We need your voice in Congress to begin to talk about a constitutional amendment that will do what you're talking about. Unless you're born in one of the 50 states, you can't hold high elected office.
That's right. I don't have a problem with illegals sharing the freedoms, because remember, let every American within the sound of my voice stand up and be a patriot, because your country needs you to maintain what our forefathers done. They ran from a country that held them captive, slave. Okay, Democrats believe in slavery. Lincoln freed Americans from slavery with his simple statement of all men are created equal. God thought so too. He was a faithful man. We have a Republican Party with the R, which stands for righteousness of God. And we do everything that's right. But now they're abusing it, and they're understanding our kindness as weakness. It is not weak. Ilhan Omar is the forefront for the 32 of the motley crew that I call them, which is actually a little bit more, 35. And that's the controlling voice that's taking away your right. Yes, we'll defund police. They'll leave you in facing imminent harm. We cannot have a country without police. Who the hell do these people think they are? Yeah. Taking away your rights.
On the one hand, it's so shocking that someone, they're not even hiding this anymore. This has been their mantra for years, the New Democratic Socialist Party. Now they're in plain view. And just to close up this particular topic on Omar and her gang, Mr. Aquino, it's my belief that America already has the most generous immigration program in the world. We need to button it down, protect our southern borders. We also need to pay attention to the Canadian border, by the way. But we have nothing to be ashamed of with regards to our immigration policies in this country.
We have the best. We have the best because we are the best. But that best is shifting away from us. And these other folks are trying to take control to put a dictatorship here. You will not dictate to me. Nancy Pelosi thinks she's the Speaker of the House, but she's not the Speaker of my house, or neither is she the Speaker of your house as stand-up Americans. Now is that day to stand up.
Well, I hope not. Important. Yeah, because she wants to burn our house down, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look at that mayor, right? In Seattle.
Yeah.
She dismantles it after they come to her house. But this is important to say. That 19-year-old boy, person of color, a Black American, because this group designed us and categorized us as I'm brown skin, you're white skin, you're black skin. We're all Americans. Everybody matters. That's my hashtag. Everybody matters. It's not about your color. It's about what your status is here. My status is American born, American made, America first. We need to be that way so that all of us as Americans can come together and fight our enemies. We're at Civil War stage again.
You bet. Yes, and Mayor Jenny Durkan, who you mentioned from Seattle, and Jay Inslee, the governor, they are culpable for all of the rape, murder, riots, anarchy, and arson that has happened in Seattle. It's absolutely
Here's a finish on this topic.
Yep.
If elected, and God willing, I will be elected. I'm going to be elected because America wants fresh and new. They don't want a political professional. They want a patriotic American like me who's been fighting for our vulnerable for 35 years, an unwavering record, and without a paycheck, because it's my patriotic duty and my contribution back for my love of this country. And I would do it every day, whether I win or lose, but I'm a winner. I'm a winner because we win. True Americans always come out on top. But what she's done is high crimes and misdemeanors as defined in the Constitution of the United States. An American boy, his father cried. They didn't come to the father because they were under her orders. So what does that make her? An accessory to the crime, a conspirator. She said they can do it. Love weekend. Love what? Love to kill people?
Yeah.
To kill the 19-year-old boy? That's just one. And she allowed it. She had an opportunity. She has a police radio. And this is important for all of you to know. This is not a Democratic or Republican duty. This is a law enforcement duty to our Constitution to preserve every life because everybody matters. The radio is there. The call goes on. Here's all she's got to do. Breach that gate now and get that boy out.
Yep.
Use whatever's necessary. Call for backup and do it. Oh boy, oh God, forgive me, she should have said. What did I do? No. When they came to her house, now she wants police. She needs to be arrested, and I will legislate the law, retroactive, to review that, and it falls in line, arrest. That's it. High crimes and misdemeanors. You did it. You put the American people at risk. The country, the supreme law of the land is the Constitution. It takes authority over her for that life that was killed under her leadership. She had the authority of the police. She told them, stand down. Let's watch him die.
Yeah. It's a tough, it's her summer of love, as she put it, turns into a summer of rape and murder. And it's absolutely a shameful
She's
thing.
got to answer for it.
Darren Aquino is our guest, ladies and gentlemen, on the right side with Doug Billings. Mr. Aquino, we appreciate, as always, you coming on the program. We wish you the best in your candidacy and with your campaign for Florida's 19th district.
I love being here with you, Doug. It's a privilege to be here because today, the way the world is going, with all this rioting, you know, Americans got to come together. This is an opportunity for Americans to support our beliefs. They're not mine, they're ours. We share this. That's why I'm so happy to be with you. It's like, I feel like we're brothers already. You know, it's like cousin Doug is calling. Wait, I got to call. Because we are family.
Well, there it was. The interview segments with Florida's candidate for the United States Congress from their 19th district, Darren Aquino. Never shy about sharing his passion for America and his beliefs in what it will take to keep and make America great. Thank you for watching. Please come back and visit us on the right side with Doug Billings often, and be sure to subscribe to our podcast network. Any of the podcast platforms that you choose, we're out there. So whichever one is your favorite, please subscribe to us. May God continue to bless you, everybody, and may God continue to bless the United States of America. Good night.